downtown at the Avenue. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
Great morning, man. How was your weekend, eh?
It's a great weekend. It's a great Monday. I actually didn't work as much as I typically do. I did work on Sunday, just for a minute. I split them up, so usually I have just kids on Saturday, but one kid I had to do on Sunday because he had something to do. So I was like, okay, I'll pick you up on Sunday, my day off.
All right.
Because it's about the kids.
That part.
So it was all right. It was still, snowy and stuff like that. And this is Wisconsin. This is what we do.
Yep. More snow to come this week as well. So great morning to our producer, Rhea Riley. Rhea, how are you doing this morning?
I'm well this morning. Good morning, y'all.
All right. Congratulations to the Packers.
Congratulations to the Packers and beating the Bears. Bears down. Get up out of here. Shout out to Danny, because Danny was talking crazy about the Bears, if he's listening. Zetterman, is that Danny's last name? What's Danny's last name? That's right? Zetterman? Okay. Yeah, he was talking about the Bears, so how about them Packers?
Yeah.
Shout out to my brother Andrew, who was also a Bears fan and was talking crazy, even posted some stuff on Instagram and had me tagged in it. Had me and some other brothers tagged in it. And then after the Bears lose, he goes, quiet. Radio silence.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, unfortunately. It's usually how it goes, unfortunately. Remember, you can watch us live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. While you're there, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Also, we're on Facebook Live and we're on X, both at 1017 The Truth. And while you're there, you can follow us on and like our page on Facebook. And you can comment there as well.
Yeah, let me just say this. How many Bears coaches have gotten a job just because they say they hate the Packers too?
A lot.
And because this dude apparently was like, I get enjoyment off of beating Matt LaFleur twice a year. Whatever, now you lost.
Yep.
Now you're on the
icy handshake.
Yeah, that was, because you can't do that. You don't put my name in your mouth.
Yeah.
You can keep it to the Packers and keep it to the Bears, and it's all fun and games, but don't make it personal.
That part.
And they made it personal.
But while we're so to all of the Packer fans that are at work this morning or headed to work this morning, and you're able to gloat, go ahead. You ain't got to walk in and feeling like, damn, they got us. But it was a tight game.
That's always that worst feeling when you wake up on Monday and the Packers lost, and especially if they lost to the Bears or something like that.
Absolutely, a rival, the longest rivalry. Yeah,
you hate coming to work that day, just in general, because you shows the importance of professional sports. But still, we still may give it too much importance. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
In this instance,
well, I don't think we can give it too much importance because Good Karma brand, we ESPN.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm talking about as personal,
as personal, how we take it personally.
Yes,
yeah,
as we take it personal.
Yeah. But speaking of sports, there's a Giannis update. Let's talk about that.
My man Giannis said he took down a couple of weeks ago. Was it a couple of weeks ago? Or was it last week?
Yeah. It seemed like it was last week because that's when we were talking about it.
Yeah, last week I was on his ass about swiping his Instagram and his social media clean up Milwaukee. He said he did that 3 or 4 months ago, and people just took notice after they lost to the Bulls, or after they lost to the Wizards, rather. And then people took notice and made a big deal out of it. He said he did it 3 or 4 months ago, and he did it because of he saw someone saying that it was like Denzel Washington or somebody saying you can't give too much of yourself on social media, and if you do, then why would they come see you? A conversation between Michael B. Jordan and Denzel telling Michael B. Jordan, you put all your family, all your stuff on social media. Why would they pay to come see you in a movie?
Right. Yeah,
I don't know if that's the truth or not.
Yeah.
Like Giannis.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the truth.
Something had to be said. Something had to be said. So,
So then what about all of the rumors about his people asking for trades and this, that, and the other? He said, no, none of that's true. We're still here. So everything everybody's been saying has been fake, I guess, and lies.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it either. It's just now you hurt and you got to be here for the next month at the minimum. And I think the trade deadline is coming up soon anyway. So you're not about to get traded, hurt. So
Right. Also, of course, the Orange Man is being the Orange Man, and he has now declared and taken off. The national parks, like on federal holidays, there's usually free admission.
Right.
And now he is taking off Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Holiday is no longer free admission. You got to pay the fee, as well as Juneteenth, which also just got kind of added. So now you no longer get free admission to national parks on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s holiday or our Juneteenth Day holiday. But he's added the Orange Man Day, his birthday. He's added that to the national parks, and you get in free on his
Is his birthday? It's just maybe I missed something. Did his birthday get determined a national holiday at some point? Did I miss something? Rhea, did I miss something? I don't think his birthday is a national holiday.
You got to think that what he did for Kirk. So
now, listen, man. This is just Trump again, being Trump and
tantrums
and doing
spoiled
stuff,
brat
and doing stuff just to get us off task and get us off of what we should be focusing on. I wasn't going to the national parks nowhere. It's just the act of it, right? Mm-hmm. And how many black people are doing that? Maybe a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know any of them, but it could be a lot, right? And but the rest of the country gets to benefit from those days off, and those. When I say days off, I mean they don't have to pay to get into those parks and stuff on those days. I don't know how many of those days exist. Do they get them for all of the national holidays, like Columbus Day, George Washington Day, all of this stuff? They free, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Trump is just again lowering the importance of black people.
Absolutely.
And it's par for the course.
And he still got support.
Listen, with Trump. And I always go back to this. When Trump first got elected in 2016, I was reading an article about how he wanted to be like Putin, right? And then it was a Russian journalist who talked about what they've learned in dealing with Putin. And that is you cannot get too high, you cannot get too low on the thing, because he's just going to do stuff and he's going to flood. And this is 2016, before he even became was sworn in. He's gonna flood the media with stuff, overloaded. So then people will just get tired of it,
right? And
then people will just pull away and shut down. Now you have an uninformed,
they're just complacent now
electorate, and that's what they want. They want us to just pull away and get tired of it to the point where we don't care what they do. Just leave us alone.
Yep, and it is unfortunately working, because we have people that, black people that look like us, that are saying, they're upholding it. Y'all overreacting. This ain't this ain't that. So it's definitely working. It's working just the way that he needs it to work.
Yeah,
and that's sad, but I see it. We arguing with each other. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of uniting. So he's creating a division amongst us as a people, in my opinion, to whereas we talking about, man, I don't mess with you no more. I don't, But, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Another thing that we'll talk about when we come back that is crazy is SDC. Now basically kind of being fully decommissioned in a sense, because they lost their community status, so that comes with grants and all of those kind of things that kept the programs running. So we'll talk about that when we come back. We got to take care of some bills. I am the legendary Homer Blow, along with
MC Dame Elsie in the building,
and we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that That was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all.
I made one call, and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call, and that's all.
They will do what they say they're going to do. One call, and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Orthodontic Experts Wisconsin believes everyone deserves a confident dream smile. We offer braces for $195 a month, subject to terms and conditions, and accept most major insurance plans like Medicaid. Traditional metal braces, discrete gold braces, and invisible clear aligners. Orthodontic Experts creates personalized treatment for the whole family. With clinics in Beloit, Hills Corners, Madison, Menominee Falls, and Mount Pleasant, there's no reason to wait on your smile transformation. Call Orthodontic Experts today for your no-cost consultation. 855-720-2470.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, ho, ho. So many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site, and to all a good night.
PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2025. This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Troop Nation, great morning. We're black. Got to go to our YouTube page and give some great mornings before we get into this discussion about the latest update with SDC. RN Kawanda, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Venus Jones, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Condolences on the loss of your cousin. Dame, there was a situation that ended up happening on Teutonia Capitol by Gauss food store where a car came and dumped a body.
Wow.
And 8 days later, like over the weekend, they discovered who she was, and her name was Charmaine Nixon. Mm-hmm. And it is the cousin of Venus Jones.
Condolences.
So condolences to you, Venus Jones. I pray that justice is done. I pray that they find the person who may have been responsible for her death, and then to just dump her out like she's, like how they throw out trash on the streets, making the city look ugly, just to do that. So
yeah, that's
crazy. So prayers and condolences go out to you and the family, Venus Jones. Love you and appreciate you. Jeff, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Tracy Hayes, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Kiana S. Williams, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Wild, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. And like I say to everybody checking in, Willie Jones, great morning, love you, appreciate you.
Willie Jones.
Yeah. So but that was crazy with that. So hopefully when more information comes out about that, we'll be able to talk about Charmaine Nixon, who was just dumped. Like that was crazy. Yeah. Speaking of dumped, unfortunately, SDC. Very well known and formally respected part of our community. It's like it was the downfall.
It's so quick.
Yeah, and when I think about the downfall of some of the organizations that helped us and were pretty much ran by us, their downfalls have been like tragic.
Yeah, and it's been so quick. Like SDC, like literally a year ago, 2 years ago,
Yeah,
we were setting up community meetings there.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
We were doing things
they
there.
just redone that beautiful building,
Right.
which used to be J.L. Marcus. They put a lot of money into redesigning and renovating that facility to where it's like, wow, this is right here in our community, and to just know now that it's kind of like just sitting there.
It's gonna be empty. They did all that work up North Avenue.
Right.
Did the parking lots on the other side, the swells,
Right.
the sewer type swells and stuff. They did all this stuff right over there, and with SDC being like an anchor. Okay, we got SDC here. This is going to be here for a while. So
absolutely,
so you would think, right?
Yeah, because it had been, been in a different location.
Right.
Yeah,
and so this is part of the community, and it's going to be here. But you can start to see. I remember even when we were, setting up those meetings, those community meetings there, it was like, okay, this person ain't going to be here. We only have staff for this time and this time. I'm like, okay. Okay, maybe some shift is going on.
Right.
No, it was the writing was on the wall even then, right? You know what I'm saying? The money starts not flowing the way it's supposed to flow, and a lot of times with these organizations that are doing things for the community and stuff like that, that's what when that money starts to, it ain't flowing right. It's things are happening. Something is going on, some type of mismanagement or something is going on. And you try not to say it's mismanagement.
Right.
Maybe it's some of the hurdles that have been placed in the paths of these black, and not just black, but these organizations that work with poor people, that work with the less fortunate, the least fortunate, that something has happened. Something's jumped in their way and they're trying to get through it and whatever the case may be. But then when it all crumbles down and you see that it boils down to somebody just messed up the bag, and it may not have been anything illegal. It may not, but somebody not like with OIC, where when people went to jail and stuff like that.
Right.
But OIC was 20 years ago. So in the course of 2 decades, we've had organizations that have handled the same types of work, both crumble right before us.
Right.
So a little bit we could say it's the pressures of those positions and those above, those hurdles that are placed in front of them, crumbling these organizations. And then a little bit it's like, okay, we have to do better. Whoever is running these organizations have to do better in maintaining the integrity, because you're dealing with so much money, and all of that money is tempting to do different things with it, whether it be nepotism and giving people contracts that but aren't really doing the work like they should be doing.
Right.
But you know them, and so you're like, I'm gonna look out for you. And so the work isn't being done. So that's the bottom line, is the work needs to be getting done. And if that money with OIC, it was different. They was funneling money here and doing stuff there, and people served time off of that. I don't think that's the case with SDC. I just think it might have been the money not going to the places where it needed to go for the work to be done.
Yeah, and again, like I say, so many people in our community, in my opinion, depended on SDC, which is the Social Development Commission, and even with taxes, with energy assistance, a lot of the programs that they had. And the community being involved on the board, which was also an important thing. So different people that are in different areas and sectors of our city could end up saying, okay, we are missing this on this side of town. We need to do something about that. And SDC was great for, filling in the gap. And where all of that kind of just changed? I'm not sure. I know some of the past presidents. I mean, for me, they're great people, but obviously something wasn't going right. And we're definitely seeing it now over the process. And it's been kind of a quick process, like the demise
it's been
of
like
SDC.
Over the last year and a half.
Yeah, which is crazy, when you have to really think about it in that context. Like, man, we losing, you know what I mean? We are losing people in programs that we know that we have depended on. And I think community advocates may have picked up some of the slack, maybe the energy assistance.
Yeah, like community advocates picked up some. I know UMOS or somebody. It's an organization on the
and
South
they
Side.
ended up getting the contracts now that SDC is not getting.
Yeah, so because of SDC losing
that status.
Once they lost that status,
community status, it's
a wrap. You can't get any more block grant money. You can't get any more of those types of grants and stuff. So you basically, it's a wrap after that. And although it looks like it's been quick, like I said, to us on the outside looking in, if you know anybody on the inside, they can tell you, hey man, it's been a slow downfall. It's been in the last 3 years. This has been going on, or something's been going on, and people have been trying to ring the alarms, and we are turned deaf ears to it.
Yeah.
And now this happens. And because like you just said, we know these people. We know some of these people. We work with a lot of these people in the community, and we know them to be great people.
Right.
But in this position, something happened. You know what I'm saying? The people under them. Maybe some. And Kyle said this the other day. He was talking about Hackham and all the issues they have. And he was just like, a lot of people are great people, but they're not great for the positions that they have been given. And sometimes that's the case. We have great people, great community people, great people that are doing work in the community, but these jobs that they doing may not be the best for them. And that's what we were talking about.
And that's real talk. That's real talk. Because when I think about all of the different things that I've been blessed to do in our community for decades, and I just take what my mother, may she continue to rest in peace, has always said, just do the best that you can do. As long as you know you're doing the best you can do, then you ain't got no reason to feel bad about it. If you do feel bad, it means you're not really putting your best foot forward to do all of those things.
Not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, so for me, although for a lot of people on the outside looking in, they will look at it like, oh man, that's got to be overwhelming. I know how to take time for me. I know how to delegate all of the different things that I'm doing to where I can still keep my mental where it needs to be, and I can still continue to help my community and help my people in the way that I do.
Yeah, and I completely agree with that. In the positions that I've held in city government, and in this last one working for the city clerk's office as a legislative assistant, the thing that I've always stated is, if you put, and I tell anybody this when they coming over there, is as long as you put the people first, as long as you put what's best for your community first in anything that you do, then you can sleep well, and you can know that you're doing what's right. It's when you try to take in other factors. Oh, I know this person, and oh, this is my guy over here. Let me help them. When you start taking in those types of things, then it start making the job difficult. As long as you put the people first, you're gonna be straight.
Right. Crazy poll question. Do you think we as a people can handle these kind of positions, yes or no? Because we've got the rise and fall of OIC. We got the rise and fall of SDC. What do you think it is? 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. We want to get your thoughts on this latest situation with SDC losing their community status, which basically takes away all of the federal money that they need to run all of the programs that they've been doing over a long period of time. We got to take care of these bills, and we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Looking for a fun and meaningful way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for the 20th anniversary of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive, Saturday, December 13th at the Casmeric Center in Grafton. This free, family-friendly event is a celebration of giving. Bring a new, unwrapped toy and help brighten the holidays for children and families in need across Wisconsin. To learn more or get involved, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com and join us on December 13th in Grafton.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance. At Milwaukee College Prep, they believe in high expectations, strong character, and academic excellence starting as early as age of 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee. And the best part about it all, Milwaukee College Prep is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, Milwaukee College Prep is the place. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to learn more. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
Being a caregiver for a family member can be very rewarding. It can be very challenging, too. Besides taking a physical and emotional toll, it can also take a real financial toll, especially if you're paying for home safety upgrades, covering medical expenses, cutting back on hours at your job, or having to leave your job altogether. In some states and in certain situations, you may be eligible to get paid for the care you provide, but finding reliable information about caregiver compensation can be overwhelming and very time-consuming. The AARP Foundation Paid for Care Hub can help. It's a free online tool developed with support from United Healthcare, where you can search compensation programs, explore your options, and get answers to frequently asked questions. Find out today if it's possible to be compensated for the time, effort, and care you're providing. Visit paidforcare.aarpfoundation.org to learn more.
Couple of accidents on 94 heading northbound. One of them just before Drexel, off on the right shoulder. And then we've got another one before that, just before Ryan Road. The left lane is blocked with a crash there. So delays stretching pretty much all the way back to Oakwood Road. So that's something to keep in mind. Southbound on 41, backing up from Appleton Avenue down to about Capitol Drive. The northbound side slowing between North Avenue and Burleigh. We've also got a broken down vehicle southbound 43 at North Avenue. The center lane is blocked with this, so watch out for that. Folks are kind of trying to swerve around this thing. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly cloudy, a high of 26. Tonight, chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy with a low of 18. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. Right, we're talking about SDC. And now there was like a little hesitation. It was like a pause, Dane, where they were given a certain amount of days for them to end up losing that designation or not.
Restructuring process.
And so what ended up happening is the government shutdown happened, right? Mm-hmm. So when the government shutdown happened, SDC felt like, okay, well, we should be paused. You know what I'm saying?
No pause.
Yeah, we should be paused during that because the government wasn't open. And and all of that. So with that, so with that being the case, they thought that time wouldn't have counted against the federal government making the decision of saying, okay, your time is up. You have not been approved, so it's over. So they were trying to argue that within this last week or a week and a half or 2 weeks or whatever. And so the federal came out and said, yeah, we uphold it. Yeah, y'all lost y'all community status. So that's where they are now.
It was inevitable.
Yeah. And like with our poll, and trust me, Truth Nation, me and MC Dame LG, we know that there are a lot of qualified organizations that are ran by black people that are very, very successful and haven't had some of the trials and tribulations that SDC went through or is going through, as well as OIC.
I think it's more so a question of sparking conversation.
Right. Can black people hold leadership positions needed for community organizations? And we had talked a little bit, so let's bring in the nepotism.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. When you are a black person or anybody from the community in Milwaukee and you rise to the position of being in a position of authority, a decision maker in these types of organizations,
and sometimes making more money than you've made.
Yeah, you're making a lot of money
in your career thus far.
You're making a lot of money, so you also have access to a lot of money. And in the case of SDC and OIC with the lead stuff with OIC, the window, they were doing all of that stuff. SDC had a bunch of contracts. Those contracts are broken up and split out amongst the community to do that work, right? If you don't put the right people in those positions to do that work, then you're not getting the job done. And now the eye of those that are giving you the grants, the eyes of those that work to oversee the money that you've been given are on you. And I know from my position when I was running Hip Hop Week the last couple of years is that people come to you. You know, our budget Hip Hop Week wasn't, small, $150,000, $200,000. It was small compared to the budgets of these other places, right?
Correct.
They get millions of dollars. But I understand how your friends and family, people you've known for decades, come up to you and say, hey, man, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and I can do this part of that.
Right.
So you wanting to help them in doing that and help, you figure I'm helping the community in doing that. But you really may not be if there's other people who can do that same work.
And the turnaround time is, you know what I'm saying, what it needs to be. And I do it when I get off work.
Right. I have no problem with hiring someone as long as they are doing the work. If
professional.
Like we said in the commercial break, if I hire Homer Blow to be a DJ for Hip Hop Week, it's because I know Homer Blow is going to be on time. He's going to have his stuff set up. He's going to be professional. I don't have to worry about Homer Blow. If I hire my man Shakes at Power Media, I know Shakes is going to be there, had a video done.
That's right.
It's going to be, when I get my final product, I'm going to be happy.
Steve White, you know what I'm saying?
So when I hire these people, I know when I set up venues, I know if I use the American Black Holocaust, not the Black Holocaust, but the American Black Historical Society on 26th Center, I know that Claiborne,
yes, sir,
they're going to have it set up.
They're
going to have everything I need there, and it's going to be a comfortable environment.
And it's going to be open when it's supposed to be open for you to get in and sit up.
That's all I'm saying.
So, yeah.
When I do those, I know it's not the same as OIC and all of the millions of dollars that they got when they're giving out contracts for hundreds of thousands to do this and do that and do that. It's not the same, but I think you have to have the same mentality and you have to be able to tell people no.
Yep, absolutely. We got Al on the True Talk text lines. We're talking about the latest decision that came down that upholded the federal stripping of the community status from SDC. We've got Al. Al, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You're here to talk about SDC. What's your truth?
Well, my truth is sometimes you can't have certain people over money because they don't know how to act. And then they do things in such of kibbles and dip. Wild Irish Rose type of way when they F up all the money and now everybody getting caught with their pants down and everybody looking stupid. So people can do leadership roles, just not too many. Maybe they should just do that at the church. Because when you look at major corporations, you're only going to see maybe one or two of us. But when you get too many hands in the pot, somebody always gets sick. Have a great day.
Thank you, Al.
Al is something else. I love Al.
I do too.
Listen, I think black people can do any job, any place, anywhere, anytime, and black people can do it exceptionally.
Absolutely.
I just think, just like white people mess up, I think, black people mess up as well. And if you don't hire the right person, then you're going to get what you've hired for, right?
Yep.
Regardless of what it is, who they look like, or what it is, it's across the board in American society. You have, and black people are not immune to this. They should be, where it's like nepotism, like you said, where certain people are put in certain positions when they shouldn't have those positions.
That's right.
And Kyle was talking about that the other day. And we all listen to all these different truth shows. And so we piggyback on stuff. And I think he was right. Sometimes, I don't agree with everything he said, but I think sometimes people are put in positions that they shouldn't be in. And it's not, it's not obviously all the time the top position. I think sometimes the person in that position done put in the work, done what they needed to do, but then they start trusting people who maybe haven't earned those positions.
That's right.
Who maybe aren't as trusting as the person at the top. And so then you get what you get, right? I was always one that was like, nah, I don't care how long I've known you, if I don't think you are good for that, then whether it's the smallest to the biggest, then I'm sorry. You can be mad at me, but that's just not what's going to happen. But because I've always been that way, people respect that, and they know.
Absolutely. Yeah, to B. Brews, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you on the YouTube page. Says, this is no longer community status. Does that mean it's now going to be corporate status or completely shuttered and dissolved? It's probably, the writing is there on the wall. I mean, they've been changing board presidents and people resigning, people being fired. So, yeah, as we've said here, Dame, it's basically pretty much over for them. Now, if the community is going to fund all of this, and you're talking about a community in most situations that needed all of the services of SDC, and now you may be asking them to fund SDC. Is like, no, I need what y'all can do for us because we don't have that type of funding. So will somebody step up, you know what I'm saying? A philanthropist and say, you know what, I know the importance and I'm going to fund you, to do this. But then for how long? Because I don't want to be teased either. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to get this one big lump sum and now it's nothing else because salaries still have to be paid.
Yeah.
The people who work in those positions doing the services have to be paid. So all of those things come into play when you're talking about, oh, well, such and such gave them this donation. But how does that have to be divided up? And some people don't understand that. Lori Patterson from Be More, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. The True Talk text lines are open at 833-212-1017. We want to know what's your feelings on this SDC situation, the latest blow, which is, in my opinion, the biggest blow that could have came, is them losing their federal community status.
I think
UMOS has been awarded that.
Yeah, UMOS got it on the south side. And I think a lot of it is we put these people in position, right, to administer such things. And then it's not all of them.
That's right.
And it's some of them that they may bring on don't do what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And like I said, what happens is that starts happening. You get the eyes that start looking, they start messing up, and now you messing it up for everybody that is eating off of this and are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
That part. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We're inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
This is 101.7 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Ring in your holiday season at the Bradley Symphony Center when the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra and the Milwaukee Symphony Chorus present Hometown Holiday Pops, December 13th through the 21st. With 7 performances to choose from, there are plenty of opportunities for you to enjoy one of Milwaukee's most cherished and tuneful holiday traditions. Visit MSO.org for tickets and more information, or call 414-291-7605. Allen Bradley Hall will be the very portrait of holiday cheer as you delight in so many of your favorite seasonal tunes in world-class performances. With an audience sing-along, performances by the Milwaukee Handbell Ensemble, and even a visit from jolly old St. Nick, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Don't miss this chance to make cozy holiday memories with family and friends. The number again for tickets is 414-291-7605 or online at MSO.org.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Heart of Canal Street, for over 30 years, our hearts have been set on making a difference for children in our community. Now through December 10th, we invite you to share your heart by playing the Canal Street Bingo game at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Every time you play this special bingo game, you're helping to raise funds for children's charities in southeastern Wisconsin. Learn more at potawatomi.com/heart.
Orthodontic Experts Wisconsin believes everyone deserves a confident dream smile. We offer braces for $195 a month, subject to terms and conditions, and accept most major insurance plans like Medicaid, traditional metal braces, discrete gold braces, and invisible clear aligners. Orthodontic Experts creates personalized treatment for the whole family. With clinics in Beloit, Hills Corners, Madison, Menominee Falls, and Mount Pleasant, there's no reason to wait on your smile transformation. Call Orthodontic Experts today for your no-cost consultation. 855-720-2470.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Calling all black-owned business owners and entrepreneurs. Are you looking to share your story and grow your reach? We have teamed up with Associated Bank for our Black-Owned Business Give Back. Each quarter, 4 lucky business owners will win an opportunity to spotlight their brand and journey on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. To sign up for your business spotlight interviews, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome, Black, to Truth in the Morning. Of course, I am the legendary Home Blow, along with
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
And our producer, Rhea Riley. Again, great morning to you, Rhea.
Good morning.
What is the poll looking like right now?
All right, so far for the poll this morning, it's sitting at 75% yes and then 25% no. But the question, can Black people hold leadership positions needed for community organizations?
Right. And that's kind of like where I felt like it would be. And I think it'll probably even grow higher with the yeses because we know too many of them. You feel what I'm saying? But again, for some people, Dame, in my opinion, and we're talking about the SDC situation and the final decision of them losing their community status. And we know, and I say this with me and Dame, we definitely know that there are some people who can run community organizations and have been doing them for decades. But then we also know that there are some that want to try to take care of their people. And in trying to take care of their people, they lose out on taking care of their people.
Right.
And when I'm saying their people, the second time, it's meaning us in the community who may need the services, and where friendships and the nepotism comes in at, like, okay, I'm going to get my cousin, they do flyers, so I'm going to have them do all the graphics for us. But then you got graphics going out on your website, and they got misspellings, and somebody got to tell you, hey, look, y'all got that spelled wrong, or this, that, and the other, and they telling you, all right, well, I'm at work right now. When I get off work, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
No, that's, that's...
Listen, with SDC, their main thing that they were doing was the weatherization, right?
Mm-hmm.
And OIC, I believe it was, they were doing the lead abatement stuff.
Yeah, and weatherization as well.
And weatherization back.
Mm-hmm.
So you have two organizations in the last 2 decades that have both fallen to the pitfalls of this money that comes in through, because they getting these millions of dollars for weatherization, and then what you do is a company comes and they have to say they can do it, right? And if they can do it, then you give them the contracts to go out and do it. So everybody becomes contract approved to do weatherization. You can't give that to everybody, and the problem is everybody is doing it and getting the money, but some of the work they're doing isn't subpar, not up to quality. And so then some of them are great, right?
Absolutely.
Depending upon who you get. But then you look at, because I know people that did the lead stuff, where they come and do the windows, and some of the contractors great, some of them not so great.
Right.
You know what I mean? I worked for the city, so I knew who was what.
Absolutely.
You get that stuff, and some people see it as not as a way to build a company up, but like a quick money grab. It's a hustle.
Yep.
And when treating the community and helping the community becomes a hustle, it always ends up this way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's black, white, whatever it is, if it becomes a hustle. And I think we have this problem throughout our society. Again, I'm always talking about the poor, because I think that most of America is that way, regardless of how they try to present it. The populace, most of it is poor. And people take advantage of the poor via capitalism to get more money, right? To get rich, to get themselves out. Instead of, I'm going to provide a service, that this service is so great that I'm going to make this money. It's like, how can I make this money off the backs of these poor people and use these federal grants and this money that I'm getting to make myself richer, to get my bank accounts to have more zeros, but then it's just another hustle. Then I move on to the next hustle. The next hustle being family daycares. The next hustle after that being those rehab homes and stuff like that people have. When they was doing that the state had to be like, okay, that's enough of that. Come through and be like, no more new ones. Right? Now, what's the new hustle? What's the next hustle?
The PNCCs and
driving the van. Whatever the hustle is. If you're looking at it as a hustle, then it's always going to end quickly because it's just a hustle.
Right.
If you're looking at it, I'm providing a service to the community, and this is how I help the community, and this is how I'm invested in it. Then it's going to survive and it's going to last. And as the leader in these organizations, if you aren't making sure that your contracts are being doled out with that in mind.
That's right.
No matter who it is, whether it's your cousin, niece, nephew, no matter who it is, no matter how long you've known this person, if they aren't looking at it as the same way, then nah, man, I know what you want. So if you're not in it for the long haul, then go do something else.
Real talk. And the other thing that we have to understand as black people, in my opinion, we know. So, like, you don't have to try to beat us upside the head to get us to say, oh, well, look at them, look at them. We know that they have tons of organizations that they do all of that, but they don't look like us, and we're not there yet. We will end up infighting each other as opposed to uniting for a common goal or a common cause to say, you know what, this is how we going to stand up against this situation. So if you know that, yes, they do nepotism all the time.
Yeah.
They absolutely do.
All the time.
But you do it and watch what happens. It's going to be spotlighted not only by people that don't look like us, but it's also going to be us talking about the nepotism. Yeah, they only hired him because that's such and such cousin and all that. So again, we're like double imploding on ourselves. Yeah. We're going to go to the True Talk text lines. Winky Blue, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you, Winky Blue. You hear the conversation. What's your truth?
Yeah, well, it's just a perspective of truth. I'm listening to Brother Dane talk about how the hustle and the daycares. 2008, we had over 300 millionaires, black millionaires, right here in the inner city of Milwaukee, due through the foster care system. 300 black millionaires, man. Go back and check it. Through that system. What it is that the system realizes that we will take whatever it is and make it happen. And it's not, they'll tell you it's not made to get people rich, okay? But people in the outside counties get rich. I mean, stark raving rich. And then I hear Dane talking, and if I'm not mistaken, he works for an office downtown that actually does the same thing, making it off backs of poor people, and they try to put up a
Stop. No, I don't. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't work for downtown anymore. And when I did work down there, it wasn't off the backs of anyone. What we did was we helped the community. And you can check my records. You can check my files. You can check my voting, not my voting record, but the things that I have supported, the things that I have put forth, the legislation that I have put forth. So don't come up here talking bad about something that I've done when you don't know what I've done. Okay? Now carry on.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
Winky, don't do that.
Yeah.
No, I wish you wouldn't have cut you off because I wanted to hear what you had to say. But don't come in here talking about I do the same things and this, that, and other. No. The things that I have done over the last 12 years down at City Hall, if you go look at it, the legislation that I have supported, the legislation that I have written, all helps the black community without any money coming towards me, without any money going towards anyone I know. It helps the black community because that's what needed to be done. In these situations where you brought up the daycare workers that all the people were making millions of dollars and this, that, and other, yeah, they were. But a lot of them were doing it as a hustle. They were having, I'll watch your kids, this kid say they here, and this is what we're going to do. And you come work for me and I give you some of the money. You got 10 kids, let's go here. No, okay, but those that were doing it correctly, like my kids went to Sally's Loveland over on Capitol. She was one of the first ones that was doing it. Mm-hmm. She was doing it correctly, and she stayed around for decades. When you're not doing it correctly, you don't stay. And I understand how they come after black organizations once we start making money, but it's those inside of those organizations that aren't doing it correctly that give us a black eye.
That part. And no lies detected. We got to take care of some bills. Again, the True Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. We definitely want to hear from you. And, of course, we're going to get a wrap-up on this poll when we return.
Hey, think you're the ultimate trivia champ?
Well, prove it against us, your favorite WTMJ host.
It's free to play. All we ask is bring a new unwrapped toy to benefit Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
Or you can donate at WTMJ.com. Just text TOY to the WTMJ Talk and Text line.
855-616-1620. Grab your friends. Test your smarts. All while helping a great cause. It's the WTMJ Trivia Challenge coming to a place near you.
Check out the schedule where we will be at WTMJ.com.
Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo! You just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's free for a couple months.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes. Y'all just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
I got money now. Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
A talk
It's called the Senate Civil Suits for Unauthorized Data Seizures. In the continuing resolution that had to be voted on in order to open the government, authorizes U.S. senators to file civil lawsuits against the U.S. government, including the Department of Justice, for up to $500,000 in damages per violation if federal law enforcement seizes or subpoenas their phone or other data without prior notification. Hold on, wait a minute. If you have been accused of a crime and there's evidence and probable cause, and the federal government or any investigating agency gets a warrant from a judge to seize your cell phone records, there's nothing you can do about that.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon. Catch it live on YouTube or tune in to 1017 The Truth.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Check it out one time.
Truth Nation, we're black. Inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. This is Truth in the Morning with the legendary Home of Blow, along with
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
Yeah, and we're going to get a wrap on this poll. Can black people hold leadership positions needed for community organizations? Yes or no? Of course, the yeses, as I was predicting, would be in an overwhelming lead. But what are we looking like now as we close this poll?
All right, to close the poll, we've got 86% for yes and then 14% for no.
There you go. And so, and shout out to and salute to those people who are running organizations legitimately. When they go and look through the books, everything is where it needs to be. You didn't end up giving it to your cousin because your cousin said, you know, they fired me from here. You know, you're doing it the right way. You're making sure that the people that are hired are competent to handle that, as Dane was talking about earlier, because all of that is important. This ain't no time to end up, you know, I'm mad at you because you my cousin. Now I'm going to end up saying this and saying that and creating scandals and the whole nine. So
yeah, one of the most important attributes that somebody that's running those types of community organizations that have so much money flowing through them is the ability to say no. No, you're not getting this. No. And then even the people under them, they need to have that, because there's so much community pressure. Like, man, I'm in the community. I'm doing this. Right. I'm doing that. You get cats like Winky Blue who think everything is a hustle, and here they come, and I can do that just as good as them. Well, okay, yeah, you can, but maybe you can't. And because there's the maybe, you're not going to get this. You know what I'm saying? And we go back to the daycare system, and I was mentioning all of those. I mentioned Sally's Loveland and all of those people that I know that took that and have a true love for children. Right.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. Have a true love for children, a true love for wanting to make those kids better human beings and not just wanting to be a hustle.
Yep.
Because then when the bottom line is all you care about, then you're no better than those that don't look like us.
Absolutely.
You're doing us the same way that
You're doing us a disservice. Because now, for everybody who is doing it legitimately, it's going to be over-scrutinized now, and people are going to start going to jail or prison. You know, Now, we have another interesting situation, and we talked about it, probably I want to say a few weeks ago, when Mandela Barnes was considering now running, and now he's officially made his announcement that he is running for governor. And so it brings about, when you think about the people of color that are on the ballot, who have announced their candidacy, should the black community as a whole just get behind only one candidate? Because I think that it definitely splits up the votes, because we have our people sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think a person that may have been able to do great in the election ends up losing because they trying to support three different black candidates, if it's three different black candidates. And unlike other people, in my opinion, I don't see it as often that once your candidate doesn't make it to the final ballot, it's like, you know what? I'm not going to vote for the other person either then.
Yeah.
Which is selfish, in my opinion. So, because sometimes even when the candidate that doesn't make it to the final ballot throws their support behind the other candidate, the people, they've done such a great job at a smear campaign or I'm so much better than this person that people say, well, I'm not going to even vote for nobody else. I'm not going to participate, which ends up diminishing, in my opinion,
now,
the chances.
I hear you. And what Mandela said, I agree with this at this point. I had heard he was saying different things about Crowley and whatnot, but publicly he's saying, I'm just going to focus on Tiffany, whatever this person's name is, that's going to come from the Republican side. Fine. Now that I agree with. Keep other people's name out your mouth, and you do what you're supposed to be doing. When I was running campaigns, it was always, we're not going to talk about that other person. That other person don't even exist.
Right.
Somebody asked me about that other person, because what I'm talking about and what I'm going to do is more important than whatever they're going to do. So I don't need to talk about them. I don't need to talk bad about them or even mention them at all, because what I'm going to do and the ideas that I have for you are so great and so dope, you're going to be like, who is that other person?
That's right.
What they talking about?
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
That's right.
And
action speaks louder than words.
And going back to what we were talking about, there's a if you read anything about Harold Washington, who broke that line in Chicago.
Yep.
If you know anything about Chicago politics, it's down and dirty, right? So for black people to cross that line and to get a black man as mayor, it was significant. And if you carry that forward to all of these other elections that black people are dealing with, and this one, I think the governor's election is more so that way than the mayor's election, because we had overcome in a demographic way here, right? So it was like inevitable. It was going to happen. I think what Harold Washington and his people were like, if y'all want me to run, then y'all have to get behind me, right? Y'all have to get me to the point where I'm the choice. I don't want 5 other people coming out running. No, the community has to be behind me for me to do it. And in this instance of an opportunity of us getting a black mayor, a black governor, a governor from the city of Milwaukee, a governor that has come from where we've come from, Mandela has and Crowley has, but Crowley has that executive experience, in my opinion. Crowley has that he's whether you agree or you disagree, he's been there. He knows how to run that executive. There won't be any learning that needs to take place in that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Mandela is my guy. You know, and I'm not going to talk bad about Mandela, but I just think in this instance, I think the black community got to be like, hey man, why don't you take a, chill.
Yeah,
we understand you were lieutenant governor. We understand you ran for senator. Your name is known statewide. But we got somebody here that we think can do a great job for our community and has been doing. When you look at the stuff he did, even in keeping something small as keeping the DEI in the county, when our mayor couldn't keep the DEI for the city of Milwaukee, but he was able to negotiate with these Republicans and say, look, I got y'all. I know what y'all want to do, woo-woo-wham, but we keeping this. We need that type of energy in the governor's office.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
On the YouTube page, of course, you can go and watch us live on YouTube and Facebook Live, as well as X at 1017 The Truth. While you're there on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, as we are on our way to 5,000. And, of course, you can follow us and like us on Facebook. But Al said Mandela wasn't messing with black folks. He was for the whites. Mandela splitting the votes. Alfonso Dupree, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Said, we understand Mandela didn't reach out to blacks until whites was not feeling him. Alfonso Dupree said Mandela is going to legalize weed with Congress help. So, yeah. The differences are there. But I just think that him getting in there is diluting something that would be very powerful and great if Crowley was able to get into that position for a lot of the reasons that you already just discussed. Like, for real, I think that he's shown that he knows how to work with all sides, and that is very, very important when you're talking about becoming the governor of the state of Wisconsin. You cannot be lopsided. You have to be fair and balanced. But he also knows what the state needs. He's also been able to bring up different things for our county. You know, even with making the tough decisions in the county budgets and all of that. And those kind of tough decisions where you're talking about that, because one of the things that's a difference maker is we're not talking about just the city, the county. You know what I'm saying? You out in Oak Creek, you get what I'm saying? You all over, you know, so you have doing executive things in that manner. So to me, that definitely shows that he has the experience, the knowledge, and the growth to be able to be that candidate.
I think, and listen, y'all, I've learned when I started in politics, I learned it from Marvin, right? And it was 2000 to 2004. He was gearing up to run for mayor, and I learned all of this stuff that I know from him. I call him Big Dog. And so when he was running, you had black candidates who ran at the same time, and we just looked at him like, "What are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say no names. They still out here in the community, but we like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this? What's the purpose?" You know, the community has chosen this person.
That's right.
They're behind Big Dog. What are you? And not just from my own angle, but I'm just like, what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you? Why are you here? What's the real reason you here? And I'm not saying Mandela is having ulterior motives to why he's here. Like I said, I know him. I know he loves the community. He feels for the community and stuff like that. All the good stuff, right? But in this instance, we got somebody who's running the county government and in a position to move it to the next level, right?
Correct.
In a position to move it up to that next level. And from what I understand, you know, he's liked around the state. He's not seen as, you know, somebody that's going to come in and just make it all about Milwaukee, because he's shown that he can run a county that has many different demographics in it. That's just not Milwaukee.
Right.
I think but in order for David to win, he's going to need the entirety of the black community.
Absolutely.
He's going to need the entirety of the Latino community. He's going to need the entirety of the municipalities of this state.
Yep. Last week, as a matter of fact, on the award-winning 1017 The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, you know, he was breaking down those numbers and saying that in order to win, and he wasn't just necessarily talking about in our governor race, but he was breaking down everybody that would be needed in order for it to be successful because of the sheer amount of black people that are voting and those black people who are not voting. So he's like, you're going to need the support from all of the black people. You're going to need the support from our Latino brothers and sisters. You're going to need the support of white people. You're going to need you're going to need that kind of support. Even the Laotians, and you get what I'm saying, the Asian, you're going to need that kind of support in order to really win in some of these major elections. So we got to get ready to take care of some bills. And when we come back, Truth Nation, we want to hear from you. 833-212-1017. What is your truth on should he be in the race? Should Mandela be in the race or not? Should he be in the race or not? That is the question. We'll be back after we take care of these bills.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
The revolution starts in our mind, right? You know when Gil Scott-Heron said the revolution won't be televised? Like he didn't mean that you won't be able to watch it on TV. He means the revolution starts in your mind. You nincompoop. Y'all been running around saying that for 60 years. The revolution won't be televised and didn't even know what the hell it meant. It starts with us.
Let him cook. Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. To learn more about how you can take your first steps in buying your forever home, visit associatedbank.com/lending. That's associatedbank.com/lending. Or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Heart of Canal Street, for over 30 years, our hearts have been set on making a difference for children in our community. Now through December 10th, we invite you to share your heart by playing the Canal Street Bingo game at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Every time you play this special bingo game, you're helping to raise funds for children's charities in southeastern Wisconsin. Learn more at potawatomi.com/heart.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Welcome, Black. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
And we're trying to gauge the community, I know, and you're going to continue to get these different gauges to find out, do you believe that Mandela Barnes should be in this governor race, or should he kind of just step black, you know? And can we support, you know what I'm saying, multiple black candidates, or is it separating? So again, do you think that he should step black? You know, should he be running, or do you think he is the best choice? This is why we want to hear your truth at 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. We also have our poll up on YouTube. Should Mandela Barnes run for governor of Wisconsin, yes or no? So contribute to the poll or call in live and give us your truth on why you think and why you feel the way you feel. So do you feel strongly of him staying in the race and going for it, or do you feel that he should step back? What's your truth? You're hearing how we feel.
Yeah.
You know?
We want to hear what y'all think.
Rhea, what's your thoughts?
I think the race is a little bit too crowded right now for him to be there.
So if he ends up becoming the candidate, would you support him?
No, I don't think I would.
Yeah. And Dane, what about you? If he became the candidate, would you support him?
Yeah. It would still be better than, and like I said, Mandela's not a bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's not go that,
No, we've said that before. We've said that before. Because, he's my friend, too.
If he won, I would still support him. You know, when he was running for lieutenant governor, I supported him.
Absolutely.
I would still support him, but I just think right now Crowley has in my opinion, has a better chance of doing what needs to be done to get to that point.
Absolutely.
Sometimes in politics, I'm going to just be 100. Sometimes in politics, you take a L, and now it's like, the shine is off you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, that's how it works. People often, they come back from those, and they come back from those losses, right?
Right.
But I also think that in this instance, we have someone that it's like a pitcher, right? You gotta, or if you playing ball and somebody got the hot hand, you might be, a good scorer as well. But this person over here got the hot hand. You're gonna feed them.
That's right.
And I think right now, Crowley got the hot hand.
Right.
And so what's best for the community, as in situations, what's best for the team, is you keep feeding him.
Right.
Let's see what he can do. And if he misses the shot, boom. But you're not gonna stop.
That's right.
Feeding him.
That's right.
Because this person is here, and this person might be able to do better. Well, we know what's happening right now. Like I mentioned the stuff with the DEI stuff that Crowley was able to keep. I mentioned other things that Crowley's been able to do in the past in that office as a county executive, right? And then we just have to compare that with the things that, what have we seen Mandela do in those similar situations? I'm sure it's a lot, but I can't put my finger on it at the moment. You know what I'm saying? What's that?
I just want to clarify something too.
Okay, go ahead.
So I was going to say I wouldn't vote for him if he was the nomination for as a candidate against, say, a Tom Tiffany. However, I've seen with Mamdani how they can do a grassroots campaign. I feel like if I know someone's going to do a better job and serve my interests, I'd rather vote for that person, write them in.
There you go. If you and the people, the time, it will wash out in the end what happens, right? And I just think because they are too good, too powerful candidates, too well-known candidates, we'll see who gets the groundwork, who gets the people behind them, right? And at the end of the day, but I just don't like the splitting.
That's it.
I understand we need options, but that should have been done. This should have been vetted before.
Absolutely.
This point. I think that's why we need to have. And when I mentioned Harold Washington, they had a conglomerate of black community leaders and stakeholders beforehand was like, that came to him, was like, look, we think you the one. We think, and he was like, okay, well, y'all go figure that out and then come back to me. If you still think I'm the one, then bet. But y'all make sure don't nobody else come, right?
Yeah.
I think our conglomerate, our groupings of political activists and advocates and groundwork people, we need to have a similar type of organization, similar type of board, and that may be in existence, and I'm just not in the know. I don't think it is to that nature, but where they come to and they like, look, man, this is what's happening. This is what it is. And I think that doesn't exist because we allow for too much, and I'm just going to say it, too much white money, too much white philanthropy money to control and dictate what we do in our community.
Yeah.
When we need to control and dictate what we do in our community. And if we control and dictate what we do in our community, then you will have those that are in those positions and say, look, this ain't your time, bro. We got a better chance, and our community stands to do better with having this person run.
Absolutely. Again, we have to understand the power of our vote and how easy it is to divide our community. It's so easy to divide our community, and we're already going to end up having, in my opinion, attack ads that are going to be trying to destroy the character of the candidates. And for some of us, man, that's all it takes. That's all. I knew it. Did y'all hear this? They don't vet it. They don't end up finding out if this is true. When the fact-checking commercials come out, they don't pay attention to them. They pay attention to the smear campaign, and that's it. That's all. And as it relates to us, let me go to this poll right quick. Rhea, should Mandela Barnes run for governor of Wisconsin? On our YouTube page, I want to make sure that they understand that we keeping an eye on them. Yes or no? What are we looking like?
Right now, we have 20% for yes and then 80% for no.
Seems like we have the sentiments of the community
in that poll. And again, I keep saying this. Mandela is a great guy. I know him.
Yeah, I mean, I know him.
Interviewed him on the truth.
See him all the time.
And what's funny is when we did that, it was Juneteenth. And it was me and DT and Dave came through and Mandela came through, right? So they both been here. They both have been supporters of ours. So that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm saying that as a community, we need to stop. We need to just put our support behind somebody and let it go. Because other communities do that. Right, you know what I'm saying? If it's a Jewish person, if it's an Asian person, if it's a white person, Protestant, whatever grouping they decide to put it in, right? They'll do that, and so they give themselves the best opportunity to win, right? I just think if we dilute our power, because look at it, we're only 13% of the population of this country, right? And our population, because we are in the biggest metropolises and the biggest cities, is concentrated. So in order for us to ascend to those state levels, because it's a whole big state, y'all. It just ain't Milwaukee, Madison, and Racine. It's a whole big state of different cities that matter and that are going to have a vote and a say in this. We got to stick together if we want our agenda to be placed at the top of the list. And if we don't, so you be it. And those who say, oh, well, you got to have competition. People need competition. Let the people decide who's going to be the best one. I feel you. If it was just them two.
That's right.
If it was just them two, okay, bet. But there's 8 other ones. Or however many, I don't know how many people in the primary. Really, when you look, just tell me. Just shoot it out. How many people in the primary? It's a whole lot. Anytime it's an open seat for anything, it's a whole lot of people that want to run. So you got a whole lot of people that's running. What's going to happen is you have Mandela and David, and then the vote gets split. Somebody else slide right.
That's where I'm going. And we do that so easy. We do that so easy. Arian Kawanda on the YouTube page said he's smart enough to know exactly what he was doing when he announced his candidacy. Another reason why they say blacks can't get it right, because instead of helping, and Arian Kawanda also said Crowley, he want to be in competition. Alfonso Dupree said, wow, nobody was beating Johnson. He's a Republican millionaire. Not going to happen. Michael's a billionaire and loses to Evers. I lose thousands on construction contracts. Thousands. Arian Kawanda said, especially being successful in other areas. Barnes had his time. Let the next best thing do what needs to be done. Felix, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. And before we get ready to take care of our bills, Rhea, are we ready?
One call, that's all.
Truth Nation, now is your chance to be our one call, that's all Gruber 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017, and you will be entered to win the $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that is caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. We got to take care of some bills. Good luck. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Looking for a fun and meaningful way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for the 20th anniversary of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive, Saturday, December 13th at the Kasmeric Center in Grafton. This free, family-friendly event is a celebration of giving. Bring a new, unwrapped toy and help brighten the holidays for children and families in need across Wisconsin. To learn more or get involved, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com and join us on December 13th in Grafton.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, you know, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African-American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that, because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. Mm-hmm. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. Mm-hmm. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive on collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that, because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, you know, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, like that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Couple of accidents on 94 heading northbound. One of them just before Drexel, off on the right shoulder. And then we've got another one before that, just before Orion Road. The left lane is blocked with a crash there. So delays stretching pretty much all the way back to Oakwood Road. So that's something to keep in mind. Southbound on 41, backing up from Appleton Avenue down to about Capitol Drive. The northbound side slowing between North Avenue and Burleigh. We've also got a broken down vehicle southbound 43 at North Avenue. The center lane is blocked with this, so watch out for that. Folks are kind of trying to swerve around this thing. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly cloudy, a high of 26. Tonight, chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy with a low of 18. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
We're black. back inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. This is Truth in the Morning with the legendary Home Blow, along with
MC Dame Elsie in the building.
And we got to congratulate Venus for qualifying. Venus, you're a step closer. You're a step closer. So find it out if you're going to end up being one call, that's all. And you might get $5,000. That'll be a great holiday present.
You get put in the running for that 5 Gs.
Yeah. I'm just saying. So, you got to get in if you want to try to win. You can't sit on the side.
You got to be in it to win it.
That's it. And that's just the truth. Real talk, real talk. So, again, we were talking about the Mandela Barnes situation. And, again, brother, I mean, we're friends, so this isn't an assault on you as a person or as a friend. But I do believe that you should step aside for this particular situation. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do. You feel what I'm saying? He had time. I'm sure he had time to contemplate all of that before announcing his candidacy.
Yeah.
And that's what he chose. So, yeah.
We're telling him certain things, and this is what he thought his best decision would have been. And I just think it's not, we need in this moment and what we're dealing with and the gravity of the situation, we need to show us at least a sign of unity.
That's right.
And that can come after either one of them may win or not win, and hopefully nobody else slides in. And now our chance to have someone that looks like us in that, that governor's mansion isn't thwarted away.
Right.
So yeah, I just like you, I second your thoughts about Mandela. Like I said, me and Mandela came up together. We were working at the rave together. We got into doing political stuff around us. You know what I'm saying? It was, and so I'm happy to see that he's risen to the point that he has, and he deserves all of that.
That's right.
But I just think in this moment that we have somebody that is hot. Feed him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he can do, and let's not pour water on him, and let's see what can happen. I think there are other opportunities for Mandela to serve the community and be a part of what needs to be done. And he doesn't, even if he doesn't want to be governor, there's other things he can do that needs to be done. And I just don't think right now is the time. And like I said, I always mention the Harold Washington story anytime I'm talking about this type of stuff. And we as a community have to understand that there's only so many of us. And if we separate that vote, we dilute our power. Let's get behind somebody and let's see what they do.
That part. Are you familiar with Ashwaubenon?
Ashwaubenon? The place?
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I understand the name. I probably played against them in ball or something, but I've never been there and hung out in Ashwaubenon. No.
Bond. That's why I was like on the bond.
On the bond?
Yeah, because this is a Cinnabon.
That's
where I was going.
That's your transition?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was an exchange from the bond, and it was at Cinnabon.
Cinnabon.
And
was it Cinnabon in Ashwaubenon?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was why I was saying.
Yeah, it's probably some racist stuff.
Yeah. And this clip, we got a clip of a racial situation that took place, and it was bad, bro. It was bad. And they were they Somalian? And the woman that worked there, she didn't have no shame. I don't know, Dame, if you looked and saw the unedited version, because we gonna have to play the edited version.
No, I didn't.
Oh man, you got to go back and look at the edited version. But we're gonna play the So
there's
that'll be the friendly one.
That's the friendly one. Let's see what friendly one says.
Yeah.
Been fired from the Cinnabon at the Bay Park Square Mall for calling a customer a racial slur. Video of the incident has been posted online. In the video, the woman repeatedly tells the customer she is racist and asks if they'd like her to throw water on them. In a statement, a Cinnabon spokesperson said, quote, the individual seen in the video was immediately terminated by the franchise owner. Their actions and statements are completely unacceptable and in no way reflect the values of Cinnabon or franchises or the welcoming environment we expect for every guest and team member. We take this situation seriously and remain committed to ensuring all guests are treated with dignity, respect, and kindness every time they visit one of our bakeries, end quote.
I want to see the video now.
I think we got it, Rhea. We're gonna.
You got the video? You got the video?
edited version.
Well, okay.
But I can't wait till you hear the unedited version.
That was a raccoon on the floor. I don't want to see that. I want to see. Thank you, Rhea. I want to see the video. This is all new to me, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm just tapping in right now.
Yeah, let's go.
So idiot for
and
real.
you are an
idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world.
Sexualizing your body makes you a better person.
Are you recording?
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
Do you want me to throw
She looked just like what I thought she
I am racist. That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot for
and
real.
you are a nigger.
You are an idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruined your life, by the way.
Oh, you're talking about
Bye.
respect? You're talking about respect? You are fired from this place, motherfucker. You're not gonna be.
I thought, hey, there's an edited version, so I didn't. Yeah.
We got the full version.
That's
My
the
bad,
one
my
I was gonna say.
Found the explicit.
Yeah, they got a news version that was edited. So yeah. So you got to hear what I was talking about.
Listen.
I was hoping you would have got to hear that off the air.
Listen,
because
I'm glad Rhea showed me the truth.
Well,
open my eyes to the vision, and that white woman looked just like the white woman I thought she would look like. That's exactly what I thought she would look like. And why is it those can't? Do y'all understand? Now I'm hyped.
Yeah.
Do y'all understand throughout the history of this country in America? From the time that those ships hit the shores and slavery began here, that it has been white women like that have been just as cruel to black people and Indian and Native American people in this country since its inception. We oftentimes have given them a pass because they're a woman and we have made women a minority, which is okay. It's fine. Yeah. But white women, because of, and this is just something I heard the other day, because of, and I may have heard it on Sherman's show, but because of what they had to prove to the other people, the other white men in slavery time, were just as cruel and just as brutal as the men. So get it out your heads that because they're a white woman, what we've seen through the creation of the smartphone and the recording of all of these incidents, these Karens didn't just arise out of the darkness. They didn't come. Am I lying, Rhea? They just didn't come from nowhere. They've always been there. And a lot of the racist stuff that happens to black people, that happens to all of the minorities in this country, is sometimes driven by these white women who behind the scenes and behind the person in that mask and behind the person in that hood, because somebody had to sew them hoods. I saw this on Instagram too. I'm stealing a lot of quotes here. Somebody had to sew that hood.
Yeah.
Somebody had to iron that hood. Somebody had to wash that hood. That man wasn't doing it. And it wasn't black people that was doing it. It was a white woman that stood behind him while he did that. And so what we're seeing in these videos are those white women who can no longer hide it, can no longer...
They don't have to hide it.
She works at Cinnabon.
Yeah, they don't have to hide it.
How dare...
Bruh, you talking about the most powerful person in the country that encourages this type of stuff.
That is the mentality that we have to deal with as black people in America. That this woman that works at Cinnabon, not that there's anything working with Cinnabon in the mall, but we know that ain't the highest level of employment. You work at Cinnabon, you're gonna call me the N-word? You still think you're more important than me? You still think your status is higher than me?
They absolutely do.
And you work at
They absolutely do.
that you're gonna call somebody the N-word, and you just because, and you're gonna yes, I'm racist, and I'm proud of being racist.
Absolutely.
That's because of
the orange
Trump
man
allowed them to have their mask be off.
Yep, the orange man. I'm telling you, the orange man has been the root of all of this uncovering, and the sheets are off. We got to take care of some bills. The True Talk text lines are open to get your truth on this. 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
This is 101.7 The Truth, Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 101.7 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your big night deserves more than just music. Prom, homecoming, graduation, weddings, corporate gatherings. Every occasion deserves a soundtrack that elevates the moment. I'm Kyrie, DJ Rhea Maniac Brooks, community leader and your dedicated DJ. From the very first consultation to the last track, I'll make sure every detail aligns with your vision. For more information about how you can make your event unforgettable, visit www.djreemaniac.com. That's www.djreemaniac.com. Make your event an experience with DJ Rhea Maniac.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, ho, ho. So many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site, and to all a good night.
PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2025. This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. Alfonso Dupree said Becky is the most protected human being on earth, period. And of course, they have raised money for her. The last that we saw was over $50,000. Great morning to Sonia Hendricks. Love you and appreciate you on the YouTube page. But yeah, that's it, man. And listen, they support them.
Listen, Aaron Kawanda said, damn, I knew you weren't going to be happy with that video. You're absolutely right. I'm not happy with that video. They support them. And listen, what we have to realize is, yes, they have a GoFundMe, and then she's going to get all of these racist dollars. Yep. And racism now is profitable again, as if it wasn't before. Absolutely. It's even more blatantly profitable for them to be racist now, because the more racist you are, it goes viral. People will send you $500,000, and now you can be more racist and still not have to worry about having to deal with the public backlash of that racism. But let me just say this. When you see videos like that of a Karen that works at Cinnabon and works in the mall, doesn't own a Cinnabon, is a regular employee. That's right. Which means she's definitely under the $136,000 threshold that we mentioned is the poverty line.
Hashtag that part.
That we mentioned is the reality poverty line that you need to exist in America. She's definitely below that. What she has done is she has absorbed all of the racism and all of the rhetoric that has been dropped on her since she can remember, that her issues are the fault of those that don't look like her. Yep. and everything she's going through, because if she's going to call me the N-word, but everything she's going through is she feels like she's above my status, so she has the right to do that. And because she doesn't have what she has, it's those below her, it's their fault. Because she's not rich and famous.
Because she doesn't own that Cinnabon.
Because she doesn't own that Cinnabon, but at one point she thinks she does. She still thinks she holds on to that American dream that she can possibly get there. And the only thing that's holding her from getting there is that person that's giving her that dollar.
Absolutely.
Them $5. Because Cinnabon ain't cheap. That person that's giving her that $14 for that Cinnabon is the only reason why she's where she is right now. It's your fault. You Cinnabon eating Negroes is your fault that she's poor. But the reality of the situation is she's poor because of the people that own that Cinnabon. She's poor because of the corporations that control our government. She's poor because of who she had supported to allow to be in the White House and allowed to be representing her in these government positions. She's poor because of that. It's not my fault she's poor. And what she has to understand is she's poor, I'm poor.
That's right.
You sitting there across the counter from me, calling me the N-word. Why don't you come with me and let's fight those that are keeping us poor? Instead, you're too stupid to
that's
realize
against their nature. That's
and
against
so,
any of their nature.
Because you're too stupid to realize the history of this country and what has taken place to get you in this position, you're going to continue to blame me and continue to allow them to run the same play on you. So she gets me upset, and I'm upset, but I feel sorry for that white woman because that white woman's stupid as hell, and until she smartens up, she going to always be stupid as hell.
But the problem is that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of her.
Yes.
And again, that is the biggest tragedy of it all. Like, it was something that said one of the biggest things was not even realizing that you were poor. I believe it was from a movie or something like that. But and that's what I see when I see people like that. And again, the orange man has given them the green light to whereas you don't even have to hide that you feel that way. You don't even have to hide it anymore. If he saw that video, he would probably share it.
Yeah, he would.
And not in a sense to say, oh, this is terrible. In a sense of saying, somebody had to say it.
He's going to support that.
Yeah.
And then he's probably sharing it with his people to give her money.
Man.
Because that's how they show their supporters with their dollar. The dollar is their God.
So now she ain't got to work at Cinnabon no more. She don't. But now she good. She got over 50,000, and that's going to continue to grow.
Up. It's going to be at least 400,000, 500,000.
Man.
So she's going to have 10 years of 20 years of Cinnabon money, because they ain't make $20,000 a year.
Right.
20 years of Cinnabon money, she's gonna have that by the end of the week.
Yep.
And so, come on, man.
Yep.
And that's just because of the racism that we've allowed to be the frontal of this assault that they're doing. But understand, y'all, Trump has got his hood on, and it's invisible like the emperor's clothing, and all of these people with their invisible hoods on and they wearing their masks, they still wearing them, right? But the assault is not just on us; it's on poor people in general.
With the snap, with everything.
So look at the big picture: the haves and the have-nots. Like snap. We make it racial because everybody we know that's black is we just know black people that's on Snap.
Right.
But the majority of the rest of the country is white folks on Snap. What do we have in common? We poor. And when I say
That's
poor, y'all, I don't mean like you can't rub together 2 pennies. I mean that you're living check to check. I mean that you're functional.
When it's poverty line, when they talk about poverty lines, we right there.
We right there. We
neck and
hovering
neck.
back and forth. It's like a functional alcoholic. So a functional drug addict, somebody that can go to work every day, but still they give all their money to the drug dealer, they give all their money to the bar.
Yeah.
We give all our money to different places, and we are functionally poor. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see. Venus Jones on the YouTube page said, I'm not usually a fighting person, but I would have been all over her had she said that to me. For real, for real. We're going to go to the True Talk text lines. We've got Security Mike. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. You're hearing the conversation. You heard the video or you were able to watch it about the Cinnabon former employee. What's your truth?
I wish I could watch it. And by the way, good morning, you and Dane.
Great morning.
But I'm at work. I can't watch it, but I sure heard her say it with confidence.
That's right.
Yeah, you're an N-word. Yeah, you're an N-word. So what? I'm racist. You're an N-word. But check this out. I sure hope Trump don't see this, because then he's going to come down on Cinnabon. He's going to come down on Cinnabon for firing her.
Girl. Yep. I agree with that. I believe that.
So I hope they're going to face backlash from Trump, man. It's all because of him, man. That's why I feel so sorry for the brothers, my uncle and them, that voted for Trump, man, because he do not like us. And you see how bold he got calling out them Somalians and what he was saying, they garbage.
Yep.
He's saying it that tough because he's saying that about us, man.
That's right.
Serious. Y'all keep up the good work.
All right, thank
keep
you.
Up the good work.
Mike. Yeah, but that's absolutely it. Like I say, that they no longer have to wear the sheets. The sheets are off. They don't have to have an invisible one even. They it's just there. And it's there by all of the blatant things that we hear him say. Him taking out the free national parks on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday and on the Juneteenth Day holiday, but then saying, I'm going to throw Orange Day on my birthday in there and you'll get in free there. Like, I don't know how many times you have to get slapped to understand that. And it really burns my gears when I see so many black people that still try to justify what he's saying and what he's doing. And the same way I feel about her, you don't even understand that you are us. You the same. Yeah. He looking at you the same damn way. He looking at you the same way. And it's like, man, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take, bro.
Just like you and I ain't getting invited to the ballroom, she ain't either.
That's right.
She ain't getting invited to the Golden Ballroom. So what do you think? You think because you're white and you got blonde hair that you are somehow the equal of this person? Or you are, but do you think they see you?
You're not important.
You're not important to them.
Not at all.
Until all poor people realize that this is a war of the have and the have-nots.
Absolutely.
And realize that we need to be, because there's more of us. And realize that the 1% keeps us divided and fighting each other while they just make more and more and more money.
That part.
The more we fight between ourselves, because if you look at how much a CEO made 40, 50, 60 years ago, as opposed to how much a CEO makes now, the money, the gap between the employee and the CEO has grown to its highest point right now. Do you think they care about us?
Nope.
What side of that line are you on if you working at Cinnabon? You know what I'm saying? What side of that line are you on if you're middle management trying to stand on the necks of black people that work in your job? What side of the line are you on? You better realize you're on the same side with me. And if you want something to change, come over here with me. Let's change it together. But if you want to keep doing that, then you dumb as hell, you stupid as hell, and you
What's
get
your final truth, Dave?
You dumb as hell, you stupid as hell, and you get what you get. That's my final thought. How about that, Rhea?
Hey, and for me, if you want to really make a difference with donating and supporting the campaign, I, the legendary Homer Blow, on December 11th, on Thursday, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., I will be down at the Milwaukee Public Market being a celebrity bell ringer. And you can donate to the Salvation Army, who are doing the most good. So if you want to make your donation count and know that it's helping people, then come down and see me on Thursday at Milwaukee Public Market from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. This makes 18 years I've been giving my time with the Salvation Army. And then I got this Christmas family feast coming up on Christmas Day. There it is. There it is. If nobody has told you that they love you today, I want to let you know that I love you. Please have a safe and nonviolent remainder of your morning, afternoon, evening, night. And hopefully the things we have to talk about in the near future won't have to be within our minute degrees of separation. The award-winning Sherwin Hughes, The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, is up next. Rhea, thank you for another great show. Dame, thank you for a great show.
Thank you, brother.
We out of here.
Peace.
Come in with straight truth.
Everything got a message. I'll say this. Y'all can't be tired if y'all still